evening and welcome to the Noster Sports Complex with softball team at Sherwood tonight. I'm Michael Corano. I'm alongside Xander Rao, along with Noster.
Panthers softball game. I'm excited to see how the Lady Panthers do tonight against Sherwood.
And we've already gotten started tonight. Actually, Sherwood's first batter has already been up there. Number 8, the first baseman, Mackenzie Roofner. The team will start things off for Lady Marksman. Kennedy Diggs. Kennedy will be in the circle tonight as the Stella Huntsman comes inside. Fouled off to by number 22, Kenzie Diggs. Diggs there with nobody down here. Good start, a beautiful night for softball. And these ladies traveled here to come take on our Panthers, and hopefully our Panthers coming off of a great here by the Sherwood Lady Marksman. Number 15, Rebecca Rifle. Rifle steps in with nobody down. Runners at first and second. Well, Graves, number 31, taking over running responsibilities at first base for the pitcher, Kennedy Diggs. Once again, nobody down here. Stella Huntsman on the mound for the Lady Panthers. Behind the plate here is high fastball from Huntsman. And Rifles up the count now 1-0. Different result. Stella Huntsman now knocks it up 1-1. Tries to get the lead runner. Zoe Schroeder. Fielder's choice. Bases load up now. Number 4, shortstop, Alexander not the position that the Lady Panthers going to be here. Bases used, nobody battle the base in Lily Con. Just on the outside corner, fastball tips it now. 2 strikes. Up in the count 1-2 to Connor. Connor now in a battle versus Huntsman. Huntsman tries to get that low fastball in to hit that corner just on the outside. Leaves it for a ball now. Count evens up at 2-2.
Great idea there by Stella Huntsman. Try and get that outside corner.
Battle back by Lily Connor. The fastball down and in to her. Milligan in again at first. Kenzie Luber charging as well from third. Count goes full now to Estella Huntsman at 3-2. Right down the right field line, just a frozen rope hit, but it goes foul. She's battled off 2 balls now from Huntsman. Once again, full count 3-2 to Estella. Bases loaded, nobody down. High fastball, walks a run in and walks her over to first base. Nobody down here. Stepping up will be number 25, the third baseman, Kenna Kelso. Xander, she had gotten her to chase a little bit on that fastball that came just above the numbers that time. Needed it just a little bit lower. Good double play ball. Miller keeps it in front. Ball was dropped at first, so the run's going to score. No outs go up. Bases will remain loaded. Hard hit to Miller. Miller doing everything that she could to be able to get that one.
Great job there by Miller as well, because it's always good to keep the ball right in front of you.
Shelby Crawford now, the left fielder, steps up for the Lady Marksman. Nobody down. Stella Huntsman goes up in the count on that fastball, 0-1. Yeah, Miller did a great job of keeping that one, scored multiple runners. Now Stella Huntsman getting into a groove here as she goes up in the count 0-2 and work with this batter just a little bit to try to get that double play ball in effect. Goes for the strikeout, high fastball, gets her to chase. One down for the Lady Panthers. Beautiful pitch from Stella Huntsman. Stepping up to the plate is the second baseman, number 17, Sarah Dunker. First at bat for Dunker. Base is still loaded. Just one down for the Lady Panthers. Right to Miller. Went for the lead runner to try to keep the out. Double play ball was there, but we try to get the out at home. Another run comes in as it wasn't in time.
Turn the wheels on, 2-4.
3-0 here in the top of the first with one down.
Great idea there by Miller to try and get the lead runner out. But probably would have went to second base, get that easy out, but again, just a great idea to try and get the lead runner, but just a little late.
Center fielder number 11, Haley Gudenkoff, steps in for the Lady Marksman. Fastball outside to her for a strike. Stella's now up in the count 0-2. See if she goes up to that high fastball again. Seems to be a pitch she likes to get him to try to chase. This time she goes low and inside. It's actually fouled off the shins of Gudenkoff. One down, bases loaded for the Lady Marksman. Huntsman up in the count 0-2. There's that high fastball trying to get her to chase. Gudenkoff able to battle that one off for Sherwood. That's the pitch to come up. That's the hit to come home on. Kenzie Luber with a nice play at third base. I'm just unable to squeeze that one in. Another run scores. Sherwood goes up 4-0 here. Now stepping up is the right fielder, number 13, Leila Scepter. And with this batter, Sherwood will have went through their lineup once here in the top of the first. Once again, just one down here. Sherwood does lead 4-0. And Xander, I don't believe this is the start they wanted after coming home from a very difficult tournament there in St. Louis, where they played some very big competition, some great competition, and did very well.
Correct. As this first inning has been really quick, as Sherwood goes up 4-0, and they've been just on it when these pitchers keep coming in.
While we have a little bit of time here, we'd like to thank our sponsors from last year's yearbook, Mama Pins, Rockin' Sports Entertainment, and Sonic here in Noster. Those of you who are looking to sponsor the 2020-2023 year, you can contact Mr. Brizendine at the Noster High School. Huntsman steps up versus the 9th batter here on the outside corner. Huntsman has found that corner a couple times here in the first. Beautiful spot for her to stay, even if she dropped it. Drops it down and paints that outside corner this time. Goes off the tip of the bat of Scepter. And now Huntsman's up in the count 0-2. Still just one down. High fastball gets her to chase. And that's 2 down. We're back at the top of the order with number 8, Mackenzie Roofner. Roofner led us off with a single to start this inning. Now back up for the Lady Marksmen. Nice decision by Kenzie Luber. Go ahead and make that over that play at third. Ball did roll foul though, so Roofner's going to get another opportunity at it. Luber's made 2 great decisions over there at third base. The play to home, it just wasn't quite enough for the Noster Panthers to be squeezed in. And now a great rocket over to first base from her as well. Right back to Estella Huntsman. She reaches down, grabs it off of her ankle, makes the play over to Matty Milligan, and that's how we'll end the first. Stella helps herself get out of that one. Noster though down 4 runs to nothing.
Great precision there by Estella Huntsman to go down and grab that ball quickly as it was coming towards her quickly to end the inning.
You know, Noster find themselves down here early, but a lot of ball game left here for them to come out here and hopefully get the bats ringing right away here in the bottom of the first to get themselves back in this thing early so that they can battle through the remainder of this and not stay in a chase where they're trying to come back the entire time. Be nice to see them tie this thing up here in the bottom of the first, or even go ahead and take the lead here, get that go-ahead 5th run to take the lead here in the bottom of the first to stay up and motivated for the remainder of this game. So Xander starting us off is Taylor Trudell, the shortstop. Nothing hit to her in that first, but covered a couple times there at second base. Really peppering that third base side with Kenzie Luber over there. Of course, that last one rocketed right up the middle to Huntsman to be able to take that one as well. So Trudell steps in as the first batter for the Panthers, looking to start things off and ring that bat right off the bat. Kennedy Diggs on the mound for the Lady Marksmen. Dials in a low inside fastball. Looks like she's going to live down there for this game as she starts it off right where she needs to. Fastball right down the middle. Checking Trudell's hand speed. Trudell able to battle it off. And over there from head coach Allison Clock as she steps in with one down here for the Panthers. Drop the barrel of the bat and knocks it foul back to us here in the netting.
Great try there by number 0. Zoe Schroeder to try and draw the bunt, try to get the Lady Marksman to pay attention.
Big cut by Schroeder there. Looked like a little bit of off speed from Diggs. 0-2 the count now to Schroeder. Mixing up speeds, mixing up positions is Diggs for the strikeout, but Zoe able to put a barrel on that one and send it back to the netting again. Schroeder been a great presence for Noster at the plate for this year. Looking for a big hit from her to start things off. She is in a battle right now with Diggs.
She launched that ball right over her heads.
She's already fouled a couple off, getting Diggs' pitch count up there. 0-2 still the count. High fastball. Ball goes sky high. They are unable to haul it in, are the Lady Marksmen. Great opportunity there. Unable to capitalize, and now Zoe still in a battle with Diggs. Changeup comes in, had a lot of movement on it. Schroeder unable to get a hold of that one. Now 2 outs for the Lady Marksman. Stella Huntsman now steps up as the third batter for the Lady Panthers.
Again, great attempt there by Rebecca Rifle to try and get that pop-up, but just unsuccessful, but got the strikeout anyway. Next play.
Low and outside to Huntsman, staying down. It's a great position to be in as a pitcher. Huntsman as a pitcher knows it as well. She's looking for that great shot to her. Battles one back to the netting. Almost knocked over my sweet teas. I'd have had to go home if that would happen. Low fastball in from Diggs for strike 2. Now 1-2 the count. Diggs up on Huntsman. 2 down here, nobody on in the bottom of the first. Battles it back. Huntsman now in a battle with Diggs with two strikes.
Went out all the way to the baseball field.
Huntsman has great power for Noster if she can get her hands ahead of that pitch and drive it into the outfield. There's one right there that should drop in, hit over to first base, right field. Hit just long enough for Leila Scepter to come in and take care of it. Ball was sky high for Stella Huntsman. Earlier the wind was blowing out towards right field. May have given it a little more push, but wind had kind of died down there for Estella on that hit. And that's how we'll end the first inning, Xander, with the Lady Marksman up 4-0.
Crazy how the Marksman took a whole inning and went through their entire lineup just like that. And the Lady Panthers went 3 up, 3 down. Upcoming live streams. It's the 3rd home game in a row for the football team this Friday as the Panthers host A-Gate boarding. The game will be streamed live on YouTube.
So yeah, that's Agape boarding school coming in from Kansas City, and a great opportunity for Noster to get a win this Friday. I know Agape has struggled in the past, and Noster looking for that first win of the season. Xander, we've called 2 home games in a row, this being the 3rd, and then that 4th one, we'll have another one right after this one as we come back for homecoming, as we'll take them on there and have a little homecoming activities and festivities as well around that. Top of the 2nd here. And the second batter for the Lady Marksman is going to step up. The pitcher, Kennedy Diggs, will step up for Sherwood. Huntsman trying to collect herself after that at bat. Now got to go out there and lead her team defensively. Battled off and right off the shin of our umpire. Zoe Schroeder took a little bit there too. But Stella goes up in the count 0-1. Bounce one in. And Diggs did not chase. So the count evens up at 1-1.
Great pitching here by Estelle Huntsman as she goes all across the strike zone just to keep the opponent guessing.
Yeah, that was a beautiful pitch that came in right there to Diggs. Huntsman now goes up in the count 1-2 on that one. Got a little room to work here. Nobody on. Does not need to do anything to help Diggs out, but bounces that one off the dirt. Diggs a great hitter, a great pitcher for the Lady Marksman. Count evens up now at 2-2. There's one to Trudell. Trudell makes the play at shortstop. And a beautiful throw over to Matty Milligan. Great defense there shown by the Lady Panthers as they get the first out here of the top. So Xander, that's exactly what we want to see. We want to see Estella get up in the count. Cause them just to put it into play, and Trudell cleans it up there for the Lady Panthers defensively. Now Miller gets one dropped over by Rifle. Rebecca Rifle with a nice little blooper to center field. Gives the first runner here in the top of the second for the Lady Marksman. And that brings up the cleanup batter, the shortstop, number 24, Lily Connor. Top spin, Miller broke on it quickly, but unable to get there for the Lady Panthers. Connor Walker first at bat. This one goes right back to the pitcher Huntsman. Huntsman cleans up another one. This time it's for the second out of the inning. Runner does advance for the Lady Marksman. Now stepping up to the plate for them with the fifth hitter, the third baseman, number 25, Kenny Kelso. And Kelso's got a runner in scoring position here, Xander, for the Lady Marksman.
Smart play there by Estella Huntsman to throw it to first instead of to second.
Yeah, not enough time to turn two on that one. That outside corner's been called all night, and it's there again for Estella Huntsman. 0-1 to count. Same pitch, same result. This time with a swing, though. 0-2 as Huntsman goes up in the count.
Looks like the Huntsman is finding a good rhythm here.
That ball dropped over into left field. Sater did not give up on the play, and neither did Miller as she continued to cover second base. Sherwood tries to squeeze out a double on that one.
Good.
And the play comes in for the last out.
Good throw there by Sater. It was a very positive throw to end the inning for the Lady Panthers, and great power to throw it as that was all the way from left field to second base.
You know, you just wonder why she was sent, but you know, coaches sometimes try to squeeze it out and see what they can get. They're up 4 runs right now, so looking to try to get anything that they could and put 2 runners into scoring position instead of runners at the corners. Nice job by Sater to stay with it, though, and as Xander said, just a great throw to second base and beautiful tag there by Miller for the last out of the inning.
On point and accurate.
So Noster will have their cleanup batter coming up to start the inning.
Number 25.
In Kenzie Luber. Luber, the third baseman for the Lady Panthers. On deck will be Kylie Miller, the second baseman who just made that last out, and a great tag and great coverage. So Luber steps in, down 4, here in the bottom of the second, to get things started for the Lady Panthers.
Let's go, Kenzie. What happened?
A little bit of landscaping being done over there by Mackenzie Roofner. Sky high ball goes into left field, out of the reach of Roofner. Luber stands in there at 0-1 to get a second chance.
Good contact there by number 25, Kenzie Luber, as she hit it foul. Just out of the reach of Roofner.
High fastball to Luber, 1-1 now the count. That ball came straight across her chin. Now Diggs drops it down from chin to her knees. Luber goes down and gets that one. Fouls it back to the net. Now the count goes 1-2. Diggs up on Luber. Gets her to chase on that high fastball. It was high and outside. And actually, Jenna Bazanga is going to be the one that comes up to the plate as I was off about her. The center fielder comes in. Miller is now on deck for the Lady Panthers. Fastball inside to Jenna. One down for Bazanga.
So I guess we get to talk to Sean first thing in the morning.
Jenna battles that fastball back to the netting. 0-2 now the count as Dig goes up.
He's cracking up at me today because I like to
Jenna now in a battle with Diggs.
Great contact there by Bazanga, but Bazanga as
I'm really sad.
watch out. Oh,
That one's became a souvenir for the fans. They got to throw that one back. Unfortunately, can't keep it like in the major leagues. Jenna just a freshman. By the time she's a senior, that ball's going to be worth something. Bazanga still battling up there versus Diggs. Her pitch count going up, courtesy of Jenna Bazanga. 0-2 though, still the battle as Diggs is up. Diggs gets her with the changeup. That came in there softly for the strikeout and the second out here in the bottom of the second.
that ball came in and it dropped quickly.
Now Kylie Miller, the second baseman, steps in for the Lady Panthers. Quick fastball comes in from Diggs for strike one. 2 down, nobody on for Miller. Now Noster looking for a base runner with Matty Milligan on deck.
Close ball there, but they're going to call it out inside.
She called it in and a little low. Evens the count up at 1-1 to Miller. Quick fastball comes in. Miller, a freshman as well. 1-2 the count. 2 down here in the bottom of the second. Diggs. High fastball trying to get her to chase. 2-2 the count with 2 down. Miller still battling. And a quick fastball brings Noster back out here for the top of the third. And that's how we'll end the second. Still 4 runs to nothing in favor of the Lady Marksmen.
And the Lady Panthers went 3 up, 3 down.
Yeah, just a lot of movement there by Diggs. Great quickness, great off speed. She's able to hit spots low and high and hit corners as well. Talk about a busy week for Noster. On Tuesday, the Lady Panthers saw a tough loss for this softball team as they fell short against Holden. That was last Tuesday, 13-0. Noster's soccer team played a challenging first game in the Smithton Tournament against Smithton last week on Tuesday, where Nob fell behind 6-0. Boonville swept the Noster tennis team 9-0. However, the volleyball team capped off the night defeating Windsor in straight sets. On Thursday of last week, the Panther soccer team defeated the Iberia Rangers 9-1 with goals from Abel Cortez Soto. He actually scored 2. Eric Bennett Wade, and I heard Eric rock the post a couple times as well. Carlos Betancourt scoring as well, and Gio Talavera and Javi Talavera scoring 4. Javi scored 4. So Javi getting over the hat trick against Iberia. Noster Tennis took care of the Carrollton Trojans 9-0. This moves the Lady Panthers to 1-1 in conference play. Noster Lady Panthers softball team also traveled to Carrollton, where the Trojans won 4-0. Then Friday, the soccer team beat Vermont 8-0 in the Smithton Tournament to take second place, and the football team were at home versus Adrian, where the Blackhawks won 38-8. We start here in the top of the third with number 2, the left fielder, Shelby Crawford, up for the Lady Marksmen.
Great pitch there by Estella Huntsman as it was just low and inside.
I got contact on the foot, in the box, contact.
Just a little bit of confusion on that one, but Crawford fouled that one off of her foot in the box. So the count's going to go 1-1 and be even up here for Huntsman. Low and inside from Estella. And Crawford lays off of that one to go ahead in the count now 2-1.
What I'm seeing from Crawford is that she has great confidence in the box, and she did not back away from that pitch.
That time she went down for a little fastball, and the count evens up for Estella Huntsman at 2-2. And Crawford stands in, drops one into left field. Crawford rounds first, but stays there. As Taylor Trudell goes all the way over to grab that one for the Lady Panthers to hold her at first base.
Sarah Dunker up to bat.
Yeah, the second baseman comes up here with a runner on and nobody down for the Lady Marksmen.
Good one, I saw.
Huntsman going for that outside corner, and as far back as Sarah Dunker is, I think that's a great place to live at this at-bat. If she does get a hold of it, Matty Milligan better be ready over there at first base. And there's a hit over towards first into right field. Count evens up for Stella Huntsman now at 1-1.
Still Huntsman with an okay start here with only one runner on base and tied up count.
Goes ahead in the count on that one, though. She threw a little off speed to go up 1-2. There's that outside fastball. And now a little pickle. Little pickle there for the Panthers. They did a great job of being able to handle that one. Nice throw down from Schroeder. Schroeder then doing her job to go cover behind Matty Milligan. Trudell and Matty Milligan able to finish out the pickle for the out. That's 2 down now for the Lady Panthers. And stepping in as the center fielder, Haley Gudenkoff. Gudenkoff sends it right, cleans it up there with Matty Milligan for the last out. Much quicker inning there for the Lady Panthers. Good defense. Nothing.
Great defense there by the Lady Panthers as they get a double play. And the next play, they get their third out to end the inning.
Crucial. And as we talked about over the weekend, the softball team traveled east all the way to St. Louis to take part in the Seckman Tournament. The team dropped close games on Friday to Francis Howe North and Festus before falling to Farmington on Saturday. Also on Saturday, teams were at home for the Noster Invitational. That was a great event with multiple teams coming in and running there at Royal Point. There straight across from the base. Nice little home meet for them to be able to take part in. Very well run. Nice job by coaches and AD and everybody alike to be able to put on a great cross-country meet for multiple schools, as that place was absolutely packed. Over 300 cars coming in to park for the day, and just a great job and a great event there by Noster. Also in action tonight, the soccer team hosts Stover, while the tennis team is in Richmond. So we wish our Panthers great luck on the pitch and on the courts as they're over there as well. And Noster, just an update here on Stover. Noster leads 2-0 in the 23rd minute. So nice job there by the Panthers as they're already up on the Stover Bulldogs. Matty Milligan steps in here at the bottom of the bottom of the third for the Lady Panthers. Battles the first pitch off to the netting. And Tambry Phillips, the right fielder, on deck for the Lady Panthers. That should give Noster their first runner of the night. Matty Milligan drops one in to right field. Now Tambry got something to work with to advance a runner here for the Lady Panthers.
Great hit there by Matty Milligan as she got contact with the ball and pushed it right near the foul hole on their first base side.
You know, Abby Sater also stands in on deck. Just some great long-lasting legacy names with softball here with these freshmen that have come in. They say Tambry went on that one. High fastball. Nice snag there by Rebecca Rifle to keep that one in front of her. And that one fouled off of the shoulder of Rifle. What a great at bat by Milligan. Just some great patience from her to be able to drop one in there. Just showing that senior leadership, giving us our first runner of the evening.
Good eye there by Tambry Phillips as she knew that was coming in inside and she backed up just a little bit.
Couldn't have missed by much, Xander. That one was a close one. A ball and 2 strikes, and that high fastball comes in from Diggs for the first out here in the bottom of the third. Now Abby Sater comes up to try to advance Milligan and get on herself, as we then would go back to the top of the order for the Lady Panthers and Taylor Trudell, who stands in on deck. Checking the runner over at first is Rifle. Rifle thought that Milligan took a little bit too much of a run off of first on that one. Good discipline there by Abby Sater. She evens the count up at 1-1 on Diggs. Brought that ball up just a little bit from the last one, Xander, and now evens up the count at 1-1. I don't know that Diggs is going to miss too many of her spots. Went for a high fastball on that one. Trudell did chase after it. 1-2 the count now. She's in a battle. Milligan still stands over at first, but 2 down for the Lady Panthers.
Diggs has great speed on all her pitches, off speed and fastball.
Count evens up to Trudell as she shows that confidence as she stands in and lets that low fastball travel through. Taylor calls time, gives Diggs a little bit more time to think about it. Looked like a little off speed that got her on the outside corner there. And that's how we'll end the third, with the Lady Marksmen still up from that first inning, 4-0.
Great start for the Lady Panthers, but then just 3 strikeouts in a row for Diggs. Great in speed from Diggs, as now we get to see the Lady Marksmen again.
Defense steps back out here for the Lady Panthers. Stella Huntsman still on the mound. Coming up to bat for the Lady Marksmen will be the bottom of their order, the right fielder, Leila Scepter. And then the first baseman, Mackenzie Roofner, will step back up for Sherwood. Huntsman has not allowed many hits here. She does have the one walk that brought it someone in, but a couple of difficult plays for the Noster Lady Panthers scored the others. And now Scepter will step up to the plate for Sherwood to start things off here in the top of the fourth. Going around the infield, Matty Milligan, Kylie Miller, Taylor Trudell at short, and Kenzie Luber over there at third. Got Abby Sater out in left, Jenna Bazenga in center field, and over at right field is Tambry Phillips. Two pitches, same result. 2 balls in from Estella Huntsman to start things off here in the top of the fourth.
Great pitching here from Estella Huntsman, as she's only allowed the 4 runs in the first, and now we're in the top of the fourth.
Leila Scepter stepped in there. She was up in the count 2-1, but shows she's willing to take a cut at it here. Now a little confidence as she lays off the inside pitch. But the count is 2-2 now. High ball. Trudell calling everybody off of it. Cleans that one up for the Noster Lady Panthers for the first out here in the top of the fourth. Back to the top of the order for the Lady Marksmen. The first baseman, number 8, Mackenzie Roofner, steps up. Roofner has a single to lead things off. She was our first batter. Led us off with a single in that first inning where the Marksmen did score their 4 runs. Just a great pitch that comes in there from Stella Huntsman. A lot of movement on that one, but it broke too far on the outside.
Crazy start for the Lady Marksmen as number 8.
Great hands over there by Kenzie Luber, number 25. She came in on that one, cleaned it up, and then made a great throw over to Matty Milligan for the second out of the inning. And Xander, that's exactly what we want to see out of our defense.
Yeah, and as I said, crazy first inning as Mackenzie Roofner was the first one to get on base during that first inning.
Now Diggs up to the plate for the Lady Marksmen. Diggs was the run that walked in that first. She stands up there and is down in the count 0-1 to Huntsman. Huntsman kind of speeding up her rhythm as you talked about in that last inning. Counts 1-1. Check on the swing. Did not go, so it will stay 1-1.
You mean 1-2?
It's 1-2 now after the ball gets fouled off on that pitch. She went way down to get that fastball from Stella. She's able to track it down out in left field, clean things up for the Lady Panthers.
Great speed there by Evasator to track that ball down, get it into her glove, and the inning for the Lady Panther defense.
Her coach may be telling her, make sure you get that second hand in there to secure that ball, but good positioning by her. She was able to get into a great position and track that ball down, get her feet set before she made the catch, and cleans it up for the Lady Panthers, and that's how we're in the top of the 4th. Now Noster still down 4-0, and hopefully we can get some runners as we're back up towards the top of our order with our second batter coming up here to lead things off for the Lady Panthers and Zoe Schroeder. And then the Stella Huntsman on deck for Knob Noster. So with the top of our order up, kind of getting into the heart of things. Hopefully Knob Noster gets those bats going here against Diggs. We need to see some runs get put up there to hopefully start at least cutting into this just a little bit, if not taking that lead. Bottom of the 4th, Knob Noster getting set to come up and show some offense. So once again, we're back up. Zoe Schroeder, the catcher, is going to step up. A lot of freshmen stepping up here to play varsity. Zoe, one of those, doing a great job behind the plate. And as she stepped up to the plate many times this season and given us some great hits throughout the season, we're looking for a big one right here. High fastball comes in. Looked like a pumpkin to Zoe, and she took a swing at it. Hard to lay off those high fastballs when they're coming in at eye level, and you can see them so well. Fastball on the outside corner. Diggs goes up in the count 0-2 now. You know, Zoe's last at bat, Xander, she battled things off there for a long time, taking the pitch count of Diggs way up.
Yeah.
This time 3 straight from Diggs.
You got her looking.
And now Stella Huntsman steps up.
Great pitching here from Estella Huntsman as well, as she's been doing well. Keeping an eye on the ball, but just can't make contact.
Kenzie Luber on deck for the Lady Panthers. She's done a great job at third base defensively. Stella Huntsman, that ball hit high and no help from the wind again for Estella. Cleaned up at second base by Sarah Dunker of the Lady Marksmen. Now Luber stands in with Jenna Bazanga on deck for the Lady Panthers. Luber battles the first pitch back, and the count goes to 0-1 for Diggs. Looks like Rifle may have taken another one off the shoulder. Her second of the night. There's a high fastball. It's going to go over to Roofner. Roofner cleans it up for the last out of the inning. We're through 4 here in Noster, and the Lady Marksmen are up 4 runs to nothing.
Woohoo!
Once again, we'd just like to remind you of some upcoming live streams. Join us this Friday for our 3rd home game in a row as the Noster Panthers take on Agape Boarding. Noster looking for their first win of the season. This will be a great one for you to tune into. Great opportunity here for Noster to come away with a win and do some damage here going into homecoming week, which I guess we could call it staycation, since we've had so many games in a row. Nobody's left, nobody's coming home. But Noster, nonetheless, we'll have another home game and a great live event to be broadcast here on YouTube for your enjoyment. Stepping in for the Lady Marksmen is the 3rd batter. But starting things off here in the top of the 5th, the catcher, number 15, Rebecca Rifle.
Their catcher, Rebecca Rifle, is taking some to the shoulder.
Just a huge hit from her all the way to the warning track. She slides into third base. She slides into third. Just a nice ground ball straight up the middle from Rifle. And as Xander says, she's taking some off the shoulder here tonight, but showing some toughness and
doesn't seem to bother.
Drives that one to the warning track. Now Lily Connor, the cleanup hitter for the Marksman, steps up. She's the shortstop, number 24. Connor steps in and gets a strike on the first one. On deck for the Marksmen is the 3rd baseman, Kenneth Kelso. Runner at 3rd for Connor. Squares around to bunt. And Rebecca Rifle was 90% of the way there. Showing some speed over there at third base. She showed some speed to get there as well, didn't she, Xander?
Yeah. Again, another great pitch there from Estella Huntsman.
Yes.
High.
Estella gets her looking for the first out of the inning, and now number 25, Kenna Kelso, steps in. She has a runner in scoring positions, though. And number 2, the left fielder, Shelby Crawford, on deck. Just missed the outside corner on that fastball. Great patience there by Kenna Kelso. That ball was not far off. Beautiful inside fastball. Just paints the corners from Estella Huntsman. 1-1 the count with one down. Squares around, kept that bat head up, but just hit the bottom of the barrel and goes foul. In fact, it actually went off of Zoe Schroeder just a little bit there, showing her toughness as well. I'll tell you what, those catchers, and they take a beating back there sometimes on those foul balls. High fastball comes in, battle back though by Kelso, but Huntsman stays up in the count 1-2 with one down. Corners in. Beautiful fastball from Huntsman for her second strikeout of the inning. Now Shelby Crawford is going to stand up there.
Her fastball's been doing some work throughout this entire game.
Yeah, she has really done a great job of cleaning up with that high fastball. This one to Miller. Miller tosses it over. Milligan squeezes it in, and that's the last out here of the top of the fifth. So Xander, aside from those runs there in the first, nobody able to get up on the board. Now Noster needs to get the bats going here in the bottom of the fifth to cut into this lead or possibly take the lead and give them a chance here towards the end.
Right, as throughout that entire inning, it was a great inning defensively. Just that beginning triple was a great hit. I'll give Rebecca Rifle that. What? Not a good start for not Noster Lady Panthers, but bring it out and bring it back to end the inning.
You know, great confidence by Estella Huntsman to stand in the circle after the triple, and she just stood in there, got two strikeouts, and then made her hit into a nice play at first base there for the last out of the inning. Jenna Bazanga getting ready to step up to the plate for the Lady Panthers. And then Miller behind her, so back-to-back freshmen coming up here in the bottom of the fifth. Down 4. Appreciate our team here. Xander Rao on color with me. And Luther Mercer on the camera helping us out tonight. He's joined us in volleyball as well. Now these guys stepping outside for a little softball action. First game you and I have called together here, Xander, for softball. And it's been a pretty good one, all except for that first inning. Been a close battle all throughout.
Correct, as we got a lot of new people on this broadcasting team. We got Bryant Lanier, Javier Talavera, maybe a little bit of, his name's David, I don't know his last name, and Luther Mercer. And of course we got Shire and all that. We were excited to have new people on this broadcasting team.
Yeah, and those guys really came out that first broadcast and helped us out in that volleyball match just to kind of get a little bit of feel for the camera. And then obviously Brian out for the football game the other night as well, helping us out and did a great job on the camera work for us. Now Luther back out here to help us tonight. Jenna Bazanga stands in, down 4, top of the fifth for the Lady Panthers, looking to get that runner at first base. Takes a huge cut at the beginning, stays aggressive at the plate. 0-1 the count. So Bazenga now 0-1. She fouls another one off. Down in the count now 0-2 to Diggs.
Diggs is just trying to keep it a little bit inside the strike zone, but a little bit outside to try and get them to reach.
Yeah, she truly does a good job of trying to paint those corners, hits her spots well. That time trying to get Bazenga to reach for a low fastball that skims the dirt. Rifle digs it out. Count goes to 1-2. Nice patience there by Bazenga. Bazenga gets a hold of that one. Goes into foul territory. Cleaned up out there by Leila Scepter.
Leila Scepter almost dropped it. I saw it pop out a little bit, but she held on to it.
Now Miller switching sides here. She steps up there. Going to get a different look here at Diggs. Starts looking for that little slap. 0-1 to count as the fastball came in low. Kept it out of the reach of the slap, but nonetheless a good fastball from Diggs. And that ball drops in with the speed of Kylie Miller. Miller was 2 steps away before the ball even dropped.
Yeah. A little bit of miscommunication between Sherwood's second baseman and shortstop.
What great speed by Kylie Miller to give us a runner. Now Matty Milligan, who was our runner a couple innings ago, steps up with one down here. Rifle throws one to first base to try to get Miller, who had taken a big lead off. But Kylie able to dive back in there. Milligan pops one up just out of the reach of the first baseman, Mackenzie Roofner. 0-2 the count to Diggs on Milligan. So Xander, the senior, has a hit tonight over there in right field. Just about put that one in too. Big swing from her. And then another check over there on Kylie.
Ambry Phillips.
Yeah, Tambry steps in here with 2 down, a runner at first. Tell you what, with the speed of Kylie, I might try to shoot her over there. Oh, the Rifle's got a great arm as she demonstrates the throwback to first base right there. Tambry laid off that first pitch and goes up in the count 1-0 with 2 down. Miller shows that speed. That was a great throw from Rifle, and Miller almost with like a delayed steal as well. She didn't take off on the pitch. She took off on the catch. There's that speed from Miller that we were talking about. So runner in scoring position now for Tambry, and she's up in the count 2-0 with 2 down. Good opportunity here for the Lady Panthers, and Abby Sater stands on deck for them. Diggs comes in with a fastball for strike 1. 2-1 the count with 2 down. Up and out of play. And the count's going to even up right on the dugout. Battling. You know, it's a good thing it's got 30-year shingles on there.
Yeah.
That ball probably just took 20 off. Nice job by Tambry. She's going to drop that one in, and that's going to score Kylie from second base. Beautiful RBI from Tambry Phillips. The junior comes through in a pinch. And now Abby Sater stands in with a runner at first base. Noster on the board with their first run here in the bottom of the 5th. Great job by the offense in this inning to be able to give us a chance to battle back in this one. A nice first cut there by Sater as well.
That's my first time touching the graphics since the first inning.
5 fastball comes in on the numbers. Would have been a strike anyway. Big cut by Sater. 0-2 the count with 2 down. Runner at first is Tanbury off that beautiful RBI from her. Just a great shot where it dropped in, and nice base running by Miller on the steal and on the run. Diggs is able to close out the inning with only 1 run coming in for the Lady Panthers. But Noster starting to get those bats going. We're at the top of the 6th. Noster down 4 runs to 1.
Over the weekend, the softball team traveled east to take part in the Seckman Tournament. The team dropped close games on Friday to Francis Howell North and Festus before falling to Farmington on Saturday. Also on Saturday, the cross-country teams were at home for the Noster Invitational.
You know, Xanders, we look at that tournament there in St. Louis, that Seckman Tournament. You're talking about big schools, big Class 4, Class 5 schools, and Noster went there and had a great time and were able to battle. They lost that first game there to Francis Howell North 1-0, and where they were in that thing the entire time. Francis Howell being very well in the tournament and beat a lot of teams by a lot of runs as well. Up to bat for the Lady Marksmen, the center fielder, Haley Gudenkoff. Actually, that is Sarah Dunker, the second baseman. Luber keeps that one down, and Kenzie a little shaken up on the play. Sorry about the mistake. That was the second baseman, Sarah Dunker, that was up to bat. Now steps up the center fielder, Haley Gudenkoff. Nobody down, runner at first for the Lady Marksmen. Nice pitch in from Estella for strike 1.
Of course, the wind comes to factor when my papers are wide open.
Squares around, bounces it off the plate for foul ball. And strike 2. Now Estella up in the count 0-2.
Great idea by the Lady Marksmen to keep the Noster Lady Panthers on their toes.
Yeah, you gotta love small ball. Corners come in even on 2 strikes. Jenna Bazanga covers some ground out there in center field. Shows some beautiful poise out there for the first out of the inning here for the Lady Panthers. And stepping up to the plate for them is the right fielder, Leila Scepter. You know, Scepter's been pretty busy tonight over there in right field and made some great catches for the Lady Marksmen.
So is Abby Sater.
Abby Sater's made some great catches, her second one of the evening. That time she got 2 hands in there. Maybe she was listening to our broadcast. Back to the top of the order for the Lady Marksmen. The first baseman, Mackenzie Roofner, steps in. She has 1 on, 2 down. Huntsman comes in with what looked like a little off speed and just died at the plate for Roofner. Now Roofner sends one out to right field. Great throw in there by Tambry Phillips.
Just popped out of the glove for Tambry Phillips, but she redeemed herself with a great throw to home plate.
That was a great throw, just a straight line throw to Zoe Schroeder. Runners now at second and third, though, for Rebecca Rifle. Rifle with a nice grounder up the middle the last time she came up to the bat, and actually I'm off again. That's actually the pitcher, Kennedy Diggs, who's up to bat. Rifle is on deck. I am. I'm always, seems like I'm one ahead. Now Noster holding it up as Diggs puts one into center field. They put 2 runs up. And the pinch runner, Brayley Graves, comes in for Diggs at second base. Now Rebecca Rifle stands in there, who had that great grounder her last at bat. She put that thing all the way to the fence in the warning track, right up center field. She's got a runner at second base this time.
That one was a close one.
And the pinch runner, Brayley Graves. Just a tough little blooper by Diggs. Now frozen rope hit to the outfield by Rifle. Boy, Rifle's kind of done it all tonight, hasn't she, Xander?
Yeah.
And she got a couple of bruises to boot.
Yeah.
Coming up to bat is Lily Connor, the shortstop, and we're going to get a pinch runner for Rifle.
Again, she got hit in the shoulder twice by foul tips. Doesn't seem to be bothering her, as her 2 last at-bats were triple and a double.
Caitlin Stolifer steps out there to take the running responsibilities for Rebecca Rifle. She stands in at second base for Lily Connor. 0-1 the count to Connor. Lily did not like the call. Stands in and takes another one. That one right down the middle at 0-2. Let her frustration get a little bit of it, and that one came straight down the middle. That one's
just a little bit outside.
Just missed the outside corner from Estella Huntsman, trying to get her possibly to reach a little bit. Had some movement to it. 1-2 the count with 2 down. On deck is Kenneth Kelso. That off speed just died. Actually hit the plate. 2-2 with 2 down.
I see it, the plate.
Great job by Kylie Miller at second base. Hot shot to her. And she cleans it up for the last out of the inning there. But they put 3 up. And the score goes to 7-1 here in the bottom of the 6th in favor of the Lady Marksmen. We get started here for the bottom of the 6th. The Lady Marksmen lead 7 runs to 1.
That's number 10.
But Taylor Trudell comes up there for the Lady Panthers. We are at the top of our order. And it's good to see the heart of our order coming up here when we need some more hits. And the bottom of our order has done an amazing job tonight. Getting on base, getting an RBI, and bringing in a run as well. And a stolen base to boot. Rebecca Rifle able to clean up the pop fly from Trudell. Now Zoe Schroeder steps in for Noster with Estella Huntsman on deck. First pitch, and she battles it off. Out of play on the right field side. But great aggressiveness from Schroeder. These freshmen have had to grow up fast here in this varsity sport, and they're showing they belong and going to be here for many years.
Just like her brother, showing intensity as he, during the baseball season, he sent one straight dead center.
Be nice to see Zoe do the same here at 1-1 with 1 down. Fastball comes in to Zoe right across the knees. And Schroeder now battling with Diggs again. High fastball comes in from Diggs, and Schroeder chases on that one for the second out of the inning. And Stella Huntsman going to step up here with 2 down, nobody on here in the bottom of the 6th. Her team down 6.
We're ordering pumpkin cookies. So if we do pumpkin cookies and apples, you're going to hook. Then you want to put smart juice. Let's do whole apples because we can just throw the door away.
Low and inside to Huntsman. She lays off of that one. Great plate presence by her. She's up in the count 1-0. Continued plate presence from Estella as Diggs is trying to get her to chase on a high fastball. Huntsman lays off of it and goes up in the count 2-0. But 2 down for the Lady Marksmen. And now up in the count 3-0. Let's see if she's taken on this pitch.
Just to let you know, elementary is made for a desk. I'm like, we're the safest school in the district. So
Smart move.
She did take. It is a smart move. Try to get that base runner over there, but now in a great hitters count for Huntsman. 3-1 to her with 2 down. Looking fastball, battling off anything else. That ball is out of here. Stella Huntsman sends one for a ride. She set on that fastball, drove it over the left field fence for the second run of the game for the Lady Panthers. And now number 25, Kenzie Luber, the third baseman, is going to step up.
That ball was launched.
Straight off the barrel of Huntsman. She sent that one deep. There was no question it was out of here off the ding of the bat. They carried that fence easily. Beautiful hit by her. Noster now down 5 with Luber up. Big cut from her to go down in the count 0-1. Taking that 3-0 pitch now looks even better by Huntsman, doesn't it, Xander? Luber battled one right back to Diggs. Diggs cleans it up for the 3rd out of the inning. We go into the top of the 7th. Noster down 7-2. But they've got some bats going here the last couple innings.
So it's good, and we can't have animals because
Need to shut them down defensively here to give themselves a chance here as they come up in the bottom of the 7th, hopefully to tie it up or close it out.
We may have some left title.
Top of the 7th, number 25, the third baseman, Kenneth Kelso, tries to lay down a bunt. Kenzie Luber all the way in, strike one. On deck, Shelby Crawford for the Lady Marksman.
He was just on TikTok.
Fouls it off the plate. Stella Huntsman now up in the count 0-2.
That's okay.
You know, Xander, this is where we want to see Estella, just up in the count 0-2, being able to work the batter here.
They don't even have to.
Trust her defense.
I think General Hospital.
Bounces in the inside fastball. 1-2 now the count.
All right. You guys have a good day.
Working the batter a little bit there. She goes even in the count now, 2-2 on the high fastball outside. And that one hits the outside corner for Huntsman. First batter, first strikeout. First out here in the top of the 7th. Shelby Crawford steps in.
Great pitching here from Stella Huntsman all throughout the game, too.
Stella starts out Crawford with a low ball. 1-0 the count. Corner still squeezing in a little bit.
Right down the middle.
As Kelso did try to lay down that bunt. And as Anders said, Crawford took one right down the middle. Straight ones across the bottom of the scoreboard. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. And a foul ball over to Luber. So now Huntsman up in the count 1-2. Crawford steps in after the foul ball. Down in the count 1-2 to Huntsman. And Huntsman, second out, second strikeout. And now comes up for Sherwood.
Shelby Crawford. She thought it was going to go low, but it went high, and then just a strike 3 call.
2 strikeouts, 2 batters here in the top of the 7th for Huntsman. Now battling against the second baseman, Sarah Dunker. Did not hit the corner that time. Now Huntsman down in the count 2-0. Got to battle back here and climb the ladder versus Dunker, who's been a very patient batter all throughout the night.
Just like that.
And Jenna Bazanga again out of center field comes in, takes care of it for the last out here at the top of the 7th.
Final bottom inning.
Crucial hitting time now, crucial offense time for the Lady Panthers. They've been through the top of their order and hit the middle of the order right here, coming into the bottom of the 7th. Down 5 to the Sherwood Lady Marksmen. Jenna Bazenga stands in for the Lady Panthers. The freshman comes up here in the bottom of the 7th. And she's going to squeeze one out here. And she hustles it down to first base. Gives Noster exactly what they need, a runner, with Kylie Miller coming up.
Diggs thought she had it, but just right outside of the glove, and made it a little bit more difficult for Lady Marksman's second baseman.
You know, Kylie switch hit, and she did this the last time as she slapped. Goes for it again here in the bottom of the 7th with one on. Diggs keeps it out of her reach though on the fastball. 0-1 the count. Strike 2 on the slap. Miller tries for the slap 3 times and just unable to catch up with Diggs' fastball. Matty Milligan, though, has a single tonight as well. It's been on. Kylie's the one that has given us one of our runs on a beautiful steal as well. Just some speed from her. Nice slap hit and great speed. Now Milligan steps up, who's given us a single tonight. She's got a runner on in Bazenga.
Great eye by Matty Milligan, as she's been picky about what she's been swinging at.
A good senior leadership as Matty stays in, watches another one go low.
2-0.
Milligan looked like she was taken there all the way. So count goes to 2-1 with one down. Low ball comes in again. Now it's 3-1. Hitter did not go, so we'll go with 3-1. Once again, here's that hitter's count, Xander, that Stella Huntsman came up with. Drove that ball over the left field wall.
Yep.
Milligan stands in as well. But there is Leila Scepter. Leila Scepter all night has done a great job in right field. Cleans up just a beautiful hit from Matty Milligan. And then able to pick off the runner at first base as well. And that'll take us to the end of tonight's ball game. Lady Marksman going to go away with this one. 7 runs to 2, but Noster there towards the end showed some great offense and some great life with the bats, and just good to be able to see them get those bats ringing and going. And appreciate everybody joining us here. I'll let Xander go ahead and close us out on this broadcast tonight.
Great try here by the Noster Lady Panthers softball team, as Sherwood just too much for the Lady Panthers to handle, as the Lady Panthers take the loss 7-2. But great offense, great defense from both teams as we end it here.
And we hope to see you this Friday night as our Noster football team takes on Agape Boarding. Join us at 7 o'clock, and we'll be broadcasting live, and hope to see you there. All right, buddy. Good broadcast.
This will be.
Good job, Luther. I don't think there were many on there tonight.
Well, there were a few.
Huh? There was a few what?